I want to start class with talking about how we can either be open or closed, and that also means open or closed to that chi flow. And the paradox is that we get closed when we recognize with our third eye that we're not being heard or seen in a pure way, that someone's projecting their own concept of reality on everything that we say and feel and hear because they haven't done any work on their own to realize that they're responsible for their own issues. And it's not something to project on others. We all do that a little bit, but some people do it all the time. And you are never seen and heard. And everything is a fight to be seen and heard. So when you're around those kind of people, you will close up because your defenses are up, because you don't want to take on their reality because it's not yours. So it can be a very painful reality, not only because they're projecting their pain on you, but because you don't have any time or space to breathe. And because you have to close up around them, when you're not around them, that closing feeling, the closed door, the closed windows lingers. So unless you have that sacred time and space for meditating and doing the ancient exercises of energy clearing, you stay closed. So the first step, a lot of times in doing this class, is being open to it in the first place, which is a paradox, because if you are closed to it because of what you're going through, you won't even come to class because your perception of class is, like you start to have these mental thoughts like either I don't deserve to get a break, or nothing will help me, or I just am stuck in this and this is my life. So unless you're even open and receptive to creating a space that feels safe, you won't even come to class. So when you're closed and you're around the environments that's dangerous all the time, then it's like you have a lock and you need to have a key to unlock it so that you can actually even be open to being open. Because it can be scary to be open to being open when you're around people that are threatening your safety. And not just physically, but emotionally. I think that's what a lot of people don't realize, is that it's emotionally dangerous out there to subject yourself to folks who are essentially bullying you into believing what they believe, even if it's about you. So we're even getting bullied by advertisements, by systematic abuses, that what we believe is wrong. That is the whole trick in keeping us suppressed, right? Keeping us slaves to a system, is that we need to somehow believe that what we believe is wrong. And so one of the first steps to opening yourself up to even receiving the light and the power and the love that you deserve is to recognize that what you believe is valid. Completely valid. What you feel is completely valid. And what psychologists have studied throughout the years is that there is a gender difference. In general, when women feel anger, they're more often invalidated than when they feel sad. It also happens when they feel sad, but they've noticed more so when men feel sad, they're more often invalidated than when they feel angry. So there's this weird systematic allowance for men to feel angry and women to feel sad, but not the other way around. And that just keeps us in this prison of being closed all the time because we don't believe that what we feel is okay and valid. So it takes work to be okay with feeling angry when you're a woman. It takes more work than if you're a man, according to these studies. And it takes more work for men to feel okay being sad. And to feel okay feeling anything is the key to unlocking a lot of mental issues like anxiety and depression. Because if you feel sad and you're like, I believe that I shouldn't feel sad, then you're locking yourself into somewhat of a state of shock and block and lock because you're like, I'm feeling something I shouldn't be feeling. Whereas all you need to do is say, it's okay for me to feel this. It's not wrong. And then you're starting to open up that flower, the window, the door into the energy that wants to be giving you life so badly. So that's my theory for why it's hard to make time for you, whether it's doing this class or exercising or eating healthy. You've just closed yourself off to the belief that you are even worthy of feeling what you feel, or you believe that something is wrong with what you believe. So it starts with believing in yourself by believing that what you believe is valid and not letting anyone shame you for it or bully you or make you feel like you're crazy. This is all gaslighting, and there's systematic gaslighting even in advertising. Advertising is legalized lying, right? So please hold your hearts and get open to the belief that you can even open yourself, that it's even safe enough to open yourself and receive the energy that you deserve. And the way is through the pain, not by avoiding it. The way is saying, oh my God, that is so freaking painful that guy is just completely stepping all over me, that woman is completely ignoring me. I feel like my life is threatened. I feel like this is just horrible. Yeah, it is. And you can't feel that in front of someone that is threatening you. So, but you're safe here to say, oh, God, gag me with a spoon. That person is disgusting. And you can't even say it to them, but you could say it right here. Like, was that person even human? You know, and we can forgive them and we can find grace for them because they are dealing with their own prison, their own mental prison. At the same time, they're in some kind of shock. They're in some kind of mind control to not be able to see that they're hurting you. Because I do believe in the core, we want to give each other love. But because they're projecting so hard on you that you're some kind of enemy, there you go. It's hard for them to have true compassion for you. Unless maybe you're like, ow, that hurts. You're completely ignoring my reality and pushing yours down my throat. Ow! How dare you? That is just wrong. That is just wrong and abusive and violating because I feel what I feel. And we've got to find a middle ground here. Your beliefs are your beliefs. My beliefs are my beliefs. You can't tell me what to believe. You can't tell me that you're right. We can discuss it and come to a conclusion together without you telling me what I should believe. So how do we find that equality? So here we are, starting class. Vibrational essences help us do all that. They help us believe that what we believe is valid. Okay? Here's my whole apothecary kit of Bach Flower Essences right here. If you want your consultation, I'm still doing half off until February 15th. So let me know. And we're going to jump right into this Wujigong after I try